Hi everyone, my name is Patrick. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I am doing another Starbucks recreation video. So if you haven't seen my last video that I just uploaded, I actually reviewed the new Starbucks iced toasted vanilla oat milk shaken espresso. That is too many words. Okay, so I reviewed that in my last video. Go check that out if you have not watched that already. But in today's video, I'm actually going to show you how you can make that at home. It was discussed in the review video that this is $6 and it's definitely cute every now and then, but it's definitely not sustainable on a daily basis for, I would say, most people. So thank goodness I found a super easy way that you can actually make this in the comfort of your own home while saving a lot of money. This drink has like a few different elements to it. It has the toasted vanilla syrup, the espresso, ice, and oat milk. It's pretty simple. That's like the 4 different things we have going on here. And yeah, everything is super easy to make. You do not need any like crazy ingredients that you will have to like search for. No, everything you can just find at your grocery store. And yeah, this is actually one of my easier drink recipes. So the first thing we're gonna have to do is make the toasted vanilla syrup. Now in my review video, I noticed that this tastes exactly like a toasted marshmallow and kind of like that roasty, toasty like exterior. That's definitely what I was getting in the drink. So I thought the easiest way to do that is to make a toasted marshmallow vanilla syrup. There are a few of these that like are floating around on Amazon that you can buy like pre-made, but I thought it'd be super fun if I showed you how you can do this at home completely from scratch, and it's actually pretty easy. Okay, so you are just going to need to pick up some jumbo marshmallows. I'm sure you could like use like regular sized marshmallows too, but these are just a little bit easier to work with, especially since we're gonna be like toasting them. You can toast these one of 2 ways. One way you could do it is by like putting these on chopsticks and just like roasting them over like the stovetop, but that like requires you like standing and like turning, and that's like too much for me. So my favorite way to do this is just like line a baking sheet with aluminum foil. I'm gonna spray this with some nonstick spray, and we're just going to pop these under the broiler for like a few minutes, and that way it can get toasty, and I don't know, it just seems like less work for me. So I'm going to pop the broiler on and we'll let that get heated up. Okay, so our broiler is heating up. Now I'm just going to take some like nonstick cooking spray and lightly spray the foil. The last thing we want is the marshmallows to like stick to this, so this will just prevent that from happening. And then we can get our jumbo marshmallows out, and we are going to be using 6 of these today. This will make enough syrup for quite a few drinks, so if you want to like scale it back, or if you even want to like double it, if you're making a ton of shaken espressos, then you can really just kind of adjust and tweak this recipe to the amount of syrup that you want to make. Oh my gosh, these are huge. I am obsessed. Wow. Okay, so our broiler is still like kind of like heating up. I'm going to set this aside and we can get going on the simple syrup portion of this drink. So you're just going to need to grab like a pot or like a small pan for this. And we're gonna put 1 cup of sugar into this. Now, 1 cup of sugar is not like going into a single drink, but this is like syrup that actually makes it quite a bit. So yeah, this drink does have like a little bit of sugar to it, but it's not as much as it looks like right now. And then for simple syrup, it's equal parts sugar and water. So I'm just going to pour in 1 cup of water. I'm just going to stir this together a little bit, and I'm going to pop this over medium heat and cook it until it is boiling and the sugar is completely dissolved. So I'm gonna pop these under the broiler for 2 minutes, and then I'm going to turn them over 1 time, and then it'll go for like another 2 minutes. And you do want to like keep an eye out on the marshmallows. Things under the broiler can burn very quickly, so yeah, just keep an eye out. Oh my gosh, yes! is, oh, the timer. Yes, this is what we want. We want it super, super toasty, but not like completely burned. So I'm just going to turn these over. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. It smells just like a campfire. Wow. I'm like left-handed, so this is like a challenge right now. Okay, so I'm going to pop these back under the broiler for about like a minute or so. Not as long this time because it already has some toasted action to it, but yes. Oh my gosh, that was very quick. Okay, these marshmallows are huge. Like this looks amazing. That did not take long at all, like 30 seconds for that side. Okay, so our water and sugar mixture is completely dissolved, so I'm going to turn this from medium heat to low heat. And this might sound like very weird because it is kind of weird, but we are going to put the toasted marshmallows right into the simple syrup. Yes, just trust me on this one. Pop that right in there. And now we can just stir this together and it will start to bubble up and look like very strange. But we're gonna keep this over low heat for like 5 to 7 minutes or until the marshmallows are completely dissolved in the mixture. So pretty much what we're doing now is infusing that toasted flavor into the simple syrup and kind of breaking down the actual like marshmallow bit. This is so fun. Okay, so we just took our syrup off the heat. Now what I have here is a fine mesh strainer over just like a medium bowl. This is going to catch out all of like the extra leftover marshmallow bits that we don't necessarily want to be like drinking on. That's not super cute. So that is going to get all of those bits out and just leave us with the syrup that is just full of toasted marshmallow flavor. So here we have our syrup. I'm just going to pour this over the strainer, let it do its magic. And just like that, all of like the extra like bits are out, but all of the flavor is in here, trust. The first thing we're gonna add is a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. This is just going to bring out all of the existing flavors and just make it taste even more intense. And then the next thing we're gonna add is vanilla extract. This is my favorite vanilla extract ever. It is the Nielsen Massey brand. This does cost a pretty penny, but if you are a baker, it is worth it. I did not believe the hype for years. I'm like, vanilla extract is vanilla extract. This is just on another level. If you are not that much of a baker, no, you can just use like the basic vanilla extract, especially for like a drink like this. It's not super, super important, but if you have access to the good stuff, please consider using it. I am obsessed. And because this is so intense, you really only need like a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. A little definitely goes a long way. And the reason we're adding this after we took it off the heat is because if we added it while it was cooking, it would just like kind of cook out and all the flavor would be lost. But here we get that extra intense vanilla flavor along with the marshmallow flavor. So I'm just going to whisk in the vanilla and the salt. And yeah, this syrup is almost done. I'm just going to let this cool completely and then I will be right back where we are going to make the rest of our drink. Yay! Okay, so our toasted vanilla syrup is in the fridge chilling. So now we can get going on the next part of our drink that we have to make, and that is the espresso. Now there are a couple different ways that you can go about doing this. The actual drink at Starbucks uses the blonde espresso, and if you have an espresso maker, they actually sell Starbucks blonde espresso like pods. So that will give you like literally the exact thing that Starbucks uses. I don't have an espresso maker yet. I just have like a basic espresso maker, so that's what I'm gonna be using today. So you could do Nespresso, just a basic espresso maker. You could also use like really strong coffee if you don't have an espresso maker. Just brew it like extra strong and like chill it for a little bit, and that should do the trick. But for the drink today, I'm just gonna be making a basic espresso. I am making a venti drink, and that uses 4 shots of espresso. This is my go-to espresso maker at the moment. It's just like the Mr. Coffee one. I think I got this at Target. It was super affordable, like maybe $50, $60. You can do that. If you make espresso drinks, this is a really good investment. Obviously, I do want to invest in like a high-end one day. This is like a great starter machine. And this is the ground espresso that I use. I just picked mine up right off of Amazon. I will have it linked down below. This is really good. I really love it, and it's specifically meant for like espresso machines. So yeah, I will have it linked down below. I highly recommend it. So all you do is just scoop the espresso into this compartment. Obviously, different machines have different instructions, so just follow it to your specific espresso maker. And then you're going to want to get one of these things. I think it's called a tamper, and like press it down. Just make it really compact. It's like my workout for the day. Then screw it back into here. Now I'm just going to pour my water into the machine, and we are good to go ahead and start brewing this. So venti drinks at Starbucks typically have 6 pumps of syrup. I think that drinks at home, I really like using for a venti drink 4 tablespoons of syrup. I think that works perfectly, so that's what I'm gonna be using today. But if you want it more sweetened or less sweetened, please feel free to adjust the amounts. This is going to be a shaken espresso, so I'm going to just use like my NutriBullet like a blender cup to shake this with. Now we can get to like the most fun part of this drink, and that is actually like shaking it. It is beyond fun. So the first thing we can do is pour in our toasted vanilla syrup right into our NutriBullet cup. Yes. And we're making a venti drink, so I'm gonna measure out 4 ounces of espresso. Depending on whether you want to make your drink like smaller or larger, please feel free to adjust. Pour that right on top of the toasted vanilla syrup. We can just give this like a little bit of a swirl action to mix that right up, get the toasted flavor mixed in with the espresso. Okay, so the last thing we need to add to this cup is ice. That will help us just shake everything up. So I'm gonna go add that. Okay, so we have our ice in here. Now I can just pop on the lid and screw it on right. Okay, perfect. So all of our ingredients are in here. Now we can just shake it up. Not the Disney show. Period. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is pour this mixture into our Starbucks cup. I'm sure you could like use like a regular cup for this, but why would you? Just invest in a Starbucks cup and you can trick everyone into thinking that you got this from Starbucks, because that's the definition of cool. Okay, perfect. And then the last thing we're going to add in is the oat milk. Oh my gosh, I love me some oat milk. This is the Oatly brand, just like the original version. It is so good. I highly recommend this specific brand. I've tried several oat milks out there. This one and Chobani are the really good ones. The other ones, not so much. Pour this right on top of here. Oh my gosh, and the swirl of it all, the swirl, yes. Okay everyone, we are finally done making this drink. It was actually like really easy to make. This was not that hard. Once you have that toasted vanilla syrup done, you are good to go. You are good to go for a while. That will make a lot of drinks. This looks even closer to like the advertised version of the drink than the one I got from Starbucks. I'm super excited to see how close this tastes to the original. The original has just like such a unique flavor that I'm super excited to see if I was able to replicate. Yep. No tea, no shade, but this is better than the one I just got from Starbucks. Yes, the toasted flavor is there. Using those toasted marshmallows, we use them right. It gives it that toasted flavor without being like marshmallows like by themselves don't really have that much flavor. It's kind of just like fluffy sugar. So really all we're getting from that is the toasted exterior. It's bringing the flavor to this drink. We get that vanilla, that little 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract is coming through in this drink. The oat milk, oh my gosh. Oat milk is just the best ever plant-based milk ever. Like, it just can't be matched. And the espresso, something about shaking the syrup, the ice, and the espresso makes drinks 1,000 times better. I don't know what it is, but it just does. Just trust me on this one. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited that I cracked the case for this recipe. It was actually super easy to do. And if this is like your new favorite drink from Starbucks, I hope that you will try this out for yourself. It is just a lot easier making this in the comfort of your own home every single day rather than spending over $6 every single day. We don't have time for that. I'll have the full recipe listed down below along with like links to like things I used in this video, also linked down below. So yeah, check out the description box for all that information. Thank you everyone for watching this video. I hope you loved it. If you did, be sure to let me know in the comment section down below. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Also be sure to follow me on Instagram. I have all that information down below as well. And I will see everyone in my next video. Bye.